Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, as the week gone by, this is another USA market weekly report. Now, there are lots of things that are going on within the US market as well as in the global economy, as far as trade, as far as geopolitics, as far as the current pandemic, which has started more than 1 year ago, is concerned. So there are lots of things which are going on, and what market don't like is uncertainty, and that's what you can feel in the market right now. So I'll try to start something uh, optimistic for this video so that everybody gets cheerful or take a note of it, that what is actually going on as far as the data is concerned. So keeping all the talks and all the murmurs aside, what you have here on the chart, or the first chart I would like to talk here, is a cboe volatility index. So the VIX, or the volatility index, we have seen recently has been moving down, and has been moving down quite sharply. So that's a very good indication, I would say. Okay, so let me zoom this chart a bit, and you will see here that this is the a monthly chart. So in the last 1 month, from 31, it actually fallen down to 19. So it's a very good indication that the VIX is actually going down, and it is giving an indication that market will stabilize going forward, or I would say it's already stabilized. The process has already started, and definitely we are going to see some stable moves. And these moves, obviously, the when the VIX uh, goes down, the market will go up. So this is the range what we have for the chart of VIX. Here we have, and I think, yes, so this is it. Now, as you can see here, after hitting the high of 48, it's been falling down quite consistently, and now it is at or very near to a crucial support, which is 17.65, right? And if it doesn't hold here, and we will hope that it will not hold and fall down further on the upside, in that case we will have 11.76 and 8.87. These are the two levels which we will see on the downside if it falls below 17.65. And once it started falling below 17.65, you will have stock market or equity market which will steadily move on the upside. So that's a very good sign, I would say, that the VIX, if somebody has observed it, that's fine. If somebody won't, then please take a note of it, that VIX is falling. It means market will stabilize, and will definitely have a move on the upside in a stable manner. So that's a very important point that I would like you to know, and because it's very positive, so I thought to start this video with VIX. Now, the second most talked instruments which has been on the radar, I don't know whether you can use the same thing to keep the market on its feet, is 10 years bond yield. Now, this is a very talked instrument, and even though uh, the central bank has said that we will use all the measures to stabilize the economy or stabilize the bond yield, but still this has been in the picture, or this has been a talking thing in the investor community. So it's been really important to talk about the VIX and how it is moving. So if you're looking at the monthly hourly chart of 10 years bond yield, beg your pardon, this is 10-year bond yield, not VIX. So if you're talking about the 10-year bond yield, what you can see here in the chart is something like this. So this is the lower end of the range, and as far as the higher end of the range is concerned, it is something like this. Okay, here we have. Now what we can see here is the lower end of the range is 1.61 and the higher end of the range will be in between 1.82 and 1.85. Now it has already tested its low of 1.51 and started moving up and currently trading at 1.67. So the movements in bond yields are very fast nowadays. This is not normal actually. If the bond yield started moving like a stock, then this will throw the entire financial market into a very dangerous spot, because these are not the instrument which are moving like 10-12% in terms of percentages, 10-12% or 10 to 15 bips on the upside and on the downside. So this is not normal. Okay, this need to get stabilized for the market to actually get information about the decision where it wants to go. So we will look for this. This is a very important thing, and if it continues to go up, obviously there will be further drawdown from equity market towards the bond market. Okay, that's one thing. How much the percentage will be or how much the amount will be, that's a different thing, but there will certainly be some drawdowns, and we will look for this level. This is our most important level, 1.61, because if it started falling below 1.61, then only we will be certain that things are going to stabilize. And one more level that we are going to look at will be this one. Okay, the recent high that the US 10-year bond yield has made, which is 1.75, because once it started moving above 1.75, you will further see this news that the US 10-year bond yield started evolving and started moving on the upside. This will again will be in the focus or will be in the news channel, business news channel. So we will specifically looking at 1.61 on the downside and 1.75 on the upside and above. Now, as I told you, it's very important that the US 10-year bond yield falls below 1.61. Otherwise, things will be on a different side. Okay, so this is one of the most important thing that we are talking about. Now, looking at the stock index, which is NASDAQ composite. Now NASDAQ has been in the past 3 or 4 weeks, or let's say in the 2 months, last 2 months, it's become very volatile. Now the volatility, you can directly compare it with the bond yields or any other thing which you think is suitable to measure of the volatility. But I would say when you are going on the upside, obviously these things will eventually evolve, and it is not a breakdown. This is just a volatility and the correction. Okay, so do not try to compare it with everything goes down and this is the end of the world. Don't try to do or think like that, because what will happen eventually, you will put yourself or you will throw yourself out from the market, and that's not the good thing, because the trend is up and you will see that index is moving in between the trend and it's not violating. Okay, so that's a very good sign. So as far as the NASDAQ is concerned, it is at the lower end of the range, and you can use your stop loss at 12,836 on the downside. So if it falls below this level, then we will have further correction. But if it continues to hold as it is right now, then in that case we will have our next target, which will be in between 15,000 and 15,500 on the upside. So you will see some sharp upside in the upcoming months if it continues to hold at or above this trend. So do not try to think, oh yes, this is volatile, but this is not the end of the story. Okay, so that's the most important thing you need to understand and look at over here. Now uh, other than, I would say, NASDAQ, you will have Dow Jones, which has been moving up and down, but this is not ready to, break down. That's the most important thing, and you will see it is again at or near its lifetime high, which is 33,200. And if you check my previous videos, either on the long term trend or on the weekly US weekly market report, you will see that I am quite optimistic on the Dow Jones, and it's been showing strength. That's the one thing that I would like to say here, irrespective of what other ma- things are going on and what other persons or other people are saying, because I only talk things which is visible on the data on the chart. That's it. I need not to talk or need not to go into conversations what other peoples are doing. We will look into it. Uh, as far as the data is concerned, I know that data is not saying anything which is wrong. So as far as the Dow Jones is concerned, it is moving towards a range which is in between 33,628 and 33,894. So this is what we can see on the screen, and it is very much positive and very much moving on the upside. But yes, the one most important thing is it should not break below 32,252. Otherwise the target or the swings on the downside will become big and it can fall down towards 31,000. So that's the risk you need to understand. But it is moving on the upside. Now another thing that we are going to take a note of it, and that's a very important thing, and it's very important for the global economy, is the ship that has blocked in the Suez Canal, because it worth 10% of the global economy. And unless this, because of one ship, there is no movement from both the side. And because of this, what will eventually happen is, when your trades get halted for X, Y, or Z reason, it will push the commodity prices further on the upside. And specifically for those countries which are importing these commodities, so you will see some further pressure on the commodities. We will hope that this get cleared very soon, and the ship will find its path and get crossed. So this is a picture. So it will eventually gets cleared and things will come to normal. That's what we can expect here. But until and unless this thing happened, because of this one ship, no other ship from this side or from this side can able to pass. Okay, so this is a very big event, and let's see how this will get, or how quickly this will get cleared. So this is one of the things that you need to know about and need to take a note out of it. Okay, because it's not about the stock market, it's about, it has a direct impact in your pocket, because when things get pricier, it will have a direct impact, or the last impact will be on your pocket, because you are the end user and you have to pay the price. So this is one of the most important thing which you need to know things, or which is one of the things which you need to know here. Now, apart from that, if you're talking about crude, let's see how that is moving right now. So this is WTI crude futures. Now, as you can see here, this is the hourly chart, and as you can see, from 25th of March, today is when I'm recording this video, this is 27th of March. Means from 25th of March, the crude WTI futures has already up by 6.79 or 7%. Okay, and this is when the news hits that the ship stuck in the Suez Canal. So you can see the impact. A 6-7% move on the commodity, on the crude, can, because oil is one of the thing that has been used in multiple products, and the products which we are using on regular basis or even daily basis. So that's where the real impact is. So we will hope for the best here. Also, I want to talk about Tesla here. Now, why I am talking about Tesla is this is one of the stock which has a gravity defining moves, and this stock is very volatile. As everybody knows that by any measure, this stock is very much volatile, and you will see similar movements in other stocks as well. But I want to take an example of one stock which everybody knows and talked about. That's why I have taken Tesla. But you will see similar kind of moves in other stocks as well. So it's not about the price level, it's about what I'm saying right now, and it's about the trend. Okay, you will see that, or you may have faced this kind of situation in the last 1 month. If you have put your money into the stock market, that uh, you have invested, then the stock went up for 1 or 2 days, and then it started falling down again, and right now it is below your purchase price. So these kind of things are happening here right now. That's why you need to understand the volatility, and you need to think a lot bigger, or at least, you should not restrict yourself for the next 2 or 3 weeks, because this is not the kind of market we are into, where you can make a trade today and you will get benefited within a week. That's not possible in the current market. That's why you need to think for a couple of weeks, or I would say 2 or 3 months at least. Okay, so when I'm talking about Tesla, as you can see, this has been moving, but it is not breaking the range, and these are the three important support level. The final will be 541. So in the stock of Tesla, if the stock falls below 541, then the big problem will start. But we don't see anything like this right now. But the thing is, with this example, I would like to let you know that whenever you are going for any stock, just check out the overall trend or the big trend. You will get a sense of it, or you will at least get a sense of how the stock is moving, and how you should approach, and what are the levels you should look for. If you are looking at the current price, let's say today some stock, XYZ stock, is 40% up, and you put your money into that, next day, because of the current market situation, chances are you will be in trouble. So don't do these kind of things unless you understand the overall construct of the market, or the phase the current market is going through. So what we have in this week as a summary is, the first and the most important thing is the VIX is going down. That's a very good sign of stability, and we will wait for the VIX to go further below on the downside, and more specifically below 17 uh, 17 on the downside. And as far as the US 10-year bond yield, which has recently become very volatile, would like to see once the once the yield started falling below 1.61, that's where the real thing will come up, and the stock market, you will see that the stock market will move up. But although there are volatility on the index as well as in the stock, the good thing is it is the stock as well as the index respecting the levels on the downside or the support levels on the downside, but it is not breaking down the trend irrespective of volatility. So that's the most important thing. And if it continues to hold the trend, we will definitely have, because VIX is giving some sort of indications that we will definitely have a move on the upside when the market stabilizes. Now, whether it will take 2 weeks or 2 months, that we don't know. What we do know, once the things get sorted out, the market will move before that, and you need to understand it and you need to place yourself accordingly. So this is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.